What is up, guys? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how we're using AI within our sales process. But most importantly, I'm going to be showing you actual implementations we're doing. This isn't fucking theory like most of these YouTubers out there. This is exactly how we made one of our clients who we started working with around 2.5 months ago. To be honest, it's probably 2 months. $102,000, so 98 after Stripe fees. And in case you're wondering what I do, I basically run a full stack marketing agency. We work with some of the best people in info and we help them scale their programs, courses, education companies, really whatever it is. Our goal is to make them a shit ton of money and really help them become the number one face of whatever niche they're in. But anyway, let's digress and get into this video. And I'm going to be breaking it down into two key areas. Firstly, we have setting. Secondly, we have closing. Okay, so let's start off on the setting process. So two of the largest levers we predominantly pulled are going to be using the applications, 11 Labs and Boosend. We also did leverage other applications. These are more custom built ones internal to my agency, which have obviously been huge levers, but these are one you guys can watch and immediately implement. Obviously, the real source, that's in-house built and really helps our clients make a lot of money. But before I show you how these work in live, you need to understand the funnel that we're running. So we're running DM ads, which obviously go straight to the DMs. And within here, we have setters in place who are speaking to the prospects. But during that time, they're seeing a bunch of retargeting ads. What do retargeting ads do? Well, it ensures the prospect seeing our client a ton more. It removes any objections they have and solves a shit ton of their pain points. From here, if we feel like they're qualified, we go ahead, book them on a call. In between them booking the call and actually attending the call, we once again have tons of content that we put them in front. We are trying to nurture them so much to the point where they're turning up to these sales calls pre-sold, ready to buy, because we've already qualified them, knowing that they have the money. But here's the mistake most people make when it comes to DMs. They're just letting their setter just type whatever the fuck they want. What you need to understand is setters, they're typically not the best at sales. And I don't mean to say that to offend anyone. I say it in a way because if someone was truly good at sales, they would likely be a closer or a sales manager. And what we are trying to do is decrease the possibility of any of our setters failing and decrease the thinking time they need to do so they can just better take action. One of the best ways we can do that is having our client having pre-made voice notes that we can send over. And all of these voice notes for, 2-3 weeks of just understanding different prospects' behaviors, because a lot of the time they are pretty much the same, right? When it comes to selling any sort of get rich kind of offer or new business model, what do they want to do? Get rich. So you can truly understand their behaviors are pretty similar every time. So we have around 30 to 40 pre-made voice notes, which really account for every single possibility. But obviously, we're not just going to ask our client to film all those 40 voice notes. No, they have content to make, they have ads to make, so we can further pump out them, so we can further just nurture these prospects. That's where we go ahead and use 11 Labs by cloning our client's voice. So let me show you how this works a second. Okay, so we're on it now for 11 Labs. I just typed this in as an example. So this is basically what we're further doing, right, to qualify them. So once they book a call, even though we've qualified them, financially qualified them a shit ton, we're doing it once again. So this is an example of a voice note we're going to send. Obviously, you have no comparison of what my client actually sounds like because I'm not going to show her socials for this one. But just trust me, this is around 85 to 90% identical. So someone on cold audiences who hasn't really viewed your client much, well, they're never going to be able to tell any difference. So let me show you.
Hey, so on our call, if everything sounds like a fit and you believe high ticket sales can help you achieve that 10 out of 10 life, would you be able to invest a few $1,000s on the call?
So all we do from here is download it. Then we have a Google Drive, OneDrive, whatever it is for our setters, laptops, if they have Mac or Windows, they just store it personally. So then they can basically just drop it in every time, depending on when it best fits into the conversation. There's truly just so many benefits to this, right? Firstly, we are eliminating their thinking ability. We want them just to purely take action. The problem when you give your prospects free reign just to type messages, they need to think of two things. Firstly, okay, what did the prospect just send me? Secondly, what do I need to answer with, which is still valuable and actually sounded like the client I'm setting for. But the difference when they're using voice notes is they only need to consider, what did the prospect send me? What is the best voice note? They're not having to consider all the other variables of, am I sounding like this client? Does this message make sense? Is it good? Is it captivating? Is it motivating? Is it taking them to the next stage of the funnel? We can write captivating, motivating, inspirational all day, all of these key buzzwords, but you understand what I mean. That is why this voice note method is truly just incredible. But we don't just stop there. Like I was saying, we also use this application called Boosend, and I'll be completely honest, right? We actually made a large proportion of our revenue without this. However, since finding out about it, I would say around 3 weeks ago, it has truly changed our life. It has actually enabled us to lean out our setter team because Boosend on the back end can firstly get to speed to lead quicker than any of our setters, and it also handles all the follow-ups. I, in a way, want you to view this kind of as ManyChat. The only difference is it's a lot cheaper and it has so many more AI capabilities. I haven't leveraged a lot of the AI capabilities yet, but it's in the pipeline to do. You know, you can connect your HeyGen account, so you can even make AI clones of your clients. So let's say before a call, AI clone being like, hey, I'm super excited to speak to you. There's truly just endless possibilities. So I'll quickly just get up a flow now to show you. Okay, so we're on one of our flows now. This is basically when a prospect comes in from the DM ads, messages us. But like I was saying, the biggest problem people make is they're sending a message. Instead, we're doing a voice note, and this is the voice note, which once again was cloned with 11 labs.
Hey, thanks so much for reaching out. I'm excited to chat.
So then we do that. However, this has been the biggest needle mover. So right now with our ads, we're probably getting between 80 to around 120, sometimes even 150 new messages every single day. Just depends how many ads we have on, etc. That is an awful lot of messages for people to follow up on if they didn't respond to our first one. And on average, it was taking us setters maybe 3 to 4 hours total, which is an extremely long time when they shouldn't need to do it. So this is where we've actually gone ahead and automated this entire follow-up process using Boosend. So if they don't respond in 11 hours, another voice note, and then we have other messages. But what I'll quickly do to show you. So like I was saying, we haven't truly leveraged all the possibilities yet, but there's a lot of exciting ones we can definitely use. So like I was saying, there's HeyGen, and just all of these incredible things we can go about using. Poppy AI, just all of these. So yeah, super, super exciting, which we can further add on. So there's going to be a lot of exciting. So HeyGen, like we've seen here, you know, we can connect avatars, etc. So super exciting stuff we can definitely leverage from it. And then finally, like I was saying, my own internal tools. So we have AI agents in place for our agencies, kind of just on other laptops, which are basically running, I say basically, truly running 24/7. They're in charge of a lot of data tracking, lead qualification. What we've also had in, we just signed deals for all of our clients on it yesterday. Well, we have a call today, and we had a call 2 days ago for another client with fan bases, because right now, as you've seen, we're using Stripe. But what I'm most excited about using with fan bases, which is a payment processor, for anyone who doesn't know, we have a lot of lead qualification processes in place, which we can further add to our funnel. So to kind of give you a breakdown, when someone books a call from our current process, fan bases can basically go in place, qualify them, and look at their credit score and everything. And that's all legally done. So it's going to be a really, really exciting implementation alongside our AI agents running, which are tracking the data, updating it, understanding where there's leak in the funnel, keeping our setters and closers truly held accountable. But nice. Now let's actually go to the closing process. So we use this for two key reasons, and we don't use any third-party SaaS tools for this, like you saw up here. Instead, this is all built in-house. Once again, me being a nerd on just multiple laptops with this running. But anyway, I digress. So let me quickly show you how that goes. So I'm just on a test client now, but I'm sure if you guys watch my other videos, you're going to see I show this example quite a lot. So this right here is one of our key client operating systems that we've built for all of our clients, custom built using Claude Code. Obviously, we didn't need any developers or anything in place, and it does some truly, truly incredible things. So firstly, it can connect to Fathom or Google Meet, wherever our clients record their meetings. And then all we do from here is we just put in what we view as good sales, what we view as bad. So then the AI will basically go ahead, rip all of this and mark the sales calls. Okay, this one did good, this one did bad, this is where they need to improve. What is the benefit of this, you may ask? Well, we can truly keep our sales team held accountable. We can be like, hey, why the fuck are you lacking here? Dude, you're doing incredible. You've hit your quota. Miles past it. Here's a really nice bonus for you. So we have all of these truly attractive incentives for them, right? Which we can easily go ahead and deploy. So these are just some truly incredible things we can do from it just pull in. And this is all automatically done just via cron jobs. But we also have it right for content. So what it's basically going to do is it's going to take the transcript. Obviously, it's going to use it for sales call feedback, but it's also going to look at the key questions prospects ask us and try and identify key patterns. So let's say the prospect keeps asking us these key questions over and over again. It's like, why on earth haven't we handled that before the sales call? Do we need to make some retargeting ads, YouTube videos around that before they go ahead and attend these calls? Well, probably yes. And I'm going to guess it would likely decrease the sales cycle and help prospects further show up to these sales calls pre-sold and ready to buy. So that's a key needle mover we can do because we can add it into our content process, which this operating system handles a lot of when it does it. So I was showing someone just the other day. So this is just from like 2 people I was showing who we were just scraping their content from. As you can see, it automatically scrapes it. We have it on a cron job once a week. So for our client, whoever their competitors are, it automatically scrapes their content, transcribes it and uses it in their content. And now it has the sales calls context, which is truly exciting. And obviously we have like a few final things such as agents updating tracking and all of that. But I would say these 2 are probably the most interesting for you guys to watch. So yeah, it is truly incredible what we've been able to do. And if you guys want to keep learning about this, how you guys can go ahead, grow your information products, your education products, well, my channel without a doubt is going to be the best place for you to like and subscribe. So I'm just going to hold out for 2 seconds. 1, 2. So now you've liked, subscribe. So welcome to the channel because yeah, we're dropping just tons of value bombs around here every single week. And I'm just showing you proof of all the incredible things we're doing for our clients, how we're having a whole entire sales game on lock, the acquisition game, the fulfillment game, whatever it is. And this is why we're becoming the best full stack marketing agency within the game. So guys, thank you for watching this. I really hope you got some golden nuggets from it. Like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.